Hey Crafty Friends, it's Jen from Katahdin Crafts and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am participating in Not Too Shabby's YouTube Hop-In giveaway, and this is celebrating the launch of their new Box of the Month Club subscription. The first box for April is called Lazy Day, and it has all sorts of stamps and paper and embellishments for pampering yourself. And here we have Me Time. And you see that lovely chandelier, which I really would like that in my bathroom. And this one is called Not Today. And then this is Time to Relax. So all relaxing. And then we have some really cute and sweet ephemera. And then two paper packs, not just one 6x6 paper pack in the box, but two. One is Lazy Day Basics and then Lazy Day. And that is the pack that I am working with today. I wanted to showcase all of these lovely papers. Not only does Jamie and Teresa, they do a fantastic job with the patterns, but these papers are really super thick and shiny, and they're just really good quality papers. So what I did to start this card was select 6 or 7 pieces of paper and cut them to 1-inch strips. And I did pay attention if I needed to shave just a little bit off the side in order to get the pattern centered. I did that. And in my paper selections, what I did was I looked at the colors. So I wanted a variety of the pink, the purple, the orange, the green, the white. So that's how I chose, because they're such cute patterns, all of them on each side, that it is a little bit tricky to decide which ones you want to use for this card. And the way I'm laying them out is I just chose 2 of the patterns and laid them at a diagonal, and those are my main strips. And then I'm just working around those 2 and filling in the spaces. Now I was 1 paper short, so I did have to cut an 1/8 selection, and I chose this sweet little girl in the chair reading and relaxing, and I just chose the next one on the paper. So no rhyme or reason. And I am going to cut that little teacup off the top because I want the girl to be on the card, and then I can use the teacup to fill in another spot. So I was paying attention, somewhat to how I was going to put my placement. And now is just after I planned out my card, I just have to start adhering all the strips down. So I'm just using some liquid glue, so that will give me a little bit of wiggle room. And I'm just eyeballing this whole card. I'm not measuring because that would have driven me insane. And I'm already a bit cray, so there's no point of going all the way. So I'm just using my eye on this, and it's working. One thing that I did do is I did glue the strips to my mat. Yep, that happened, but it's okay. I fixed it. And now I'm about 1/8 of an inch probably in all directions with my spacing. And it's not perfect. So if you're going to look hard at it, I'm sure you'll see that my spacing's not completely perfect, but you know what? Somebody that's going to get this for a just hey girlfriend, how are you today kind of card, they're not going to be picking on you. I'm trying to let go of my perfectionism in my card making and realize that homemade cards are just that. They're homemade, handmade cards, and that's what they're supposed to be. Isn't that cute? That kitten just so sweet and cute. I love that. I love the orange too. And now this was a perfect spot for that little teacup. It didn't still quite fit right on that paper, and I probably could have cut off about 1/4 of an inch, and then the teacup would have been a little bit more on that. But that's okay. See, now you can see my mistake of gluing it on my mat. So I just had to take the time and lift that up very carefully, and then cleaned off my mat a bit. Now, before I go further, I wanted to be able to reuse these strips that are dangling for the little spaces that are left. So I just took my scissors and snipped those. A longer handled or longer scissors would probably have worked out better, but I live with teenagers, and I probably had at least 5 pairs of scissors on my desk, and now I'm down to 1. These work okay, but I recommend using a little bit longer scissor for this. Now, after I'm done snipping all of those off, I'm going to be able to use all those leftover strips again to fill in those few spaces that are left. And yeah, my glue is running a little bit low, so I have to keep on tapping that to get some out. But see, I thought that this cute little bow would work out well in this little spot. And if I put orange on one side, I'm trying to balance it with the other side. So I am thinking a little bit about my color placement. And I still glue it to the mat. Yeah, still do. I probably needed to put something underneath, but yeah, I just went with it. And just a little bit about what is going on in today's hop as I'm filling in all these spaces. This is a hashtag driven hop, and I will have that hashtag listed below in the description. And if you hop along to each of our creators today and leave us a comment, you can be entered into a drawing to win a $25 shopping spree to the Not Too Shabby Shop. And that would be an awesome, awesome prize. And I will have all of that information in the description below. Now I'm scoring my card base, and I cut that at 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored that at the 4.25 in order to make an A2 size card. And the reason why that we're hopping today is we are celebrating the launch of Not Too Shabby's first ever Box of the Month Club. This is a subscription box that you can subscribe to monthly. And this first month in April, it's called Lazy Day, and that's why all the things in it are about pampering you. So all sorts of fun happenings at the Not Too Shabby Shop. And now, in order to put my sentiment on, I wanted to have some sort of circular frame behind it. I thought the circles would balance out all of the rectangles. So I cut out on white cardstock a circle from my Spellbinder's Nestabilities. Now I've had the circles and those scallop circles for a long time in my stash, and I'm sure that you have something similar in yours. So for this purpose, just use whatever you have. And I cut out the circle, and then I stamped my sentiment with my stamping block, relax, refresh, and recharge in the center. And then I played around with a couple of those pattern papers and sizes to decide exactly what I thought would fit best. And I did like the smaller one because I didn't want to cover up a lot of those pattern papers in the back, because I really wanted to showcase them because I'm in total love. So that's what I chose, is just to go with something smaller. And now to make this pop a little bit, I decided to pull out some Distress Oxide inks in Spun Sugar and Rustic Wilderness and just go around the side a little bit just to make that pop. And I might have gotten a little heavier on the Rustic Wilderness than I would have liked. I'm going to try to even that out or tone that down a little bit with some Spun Sugar. But I thought that that would match the card really well. And now I'm just going to adhere the circle inside my scallop frame and then just put that flat onto my card. And then I'm going to pop up that really cute coffee cup that comes with the ephemera packet. And let me tell you, I have a hard time with that word ephemera. I have to think really hard because, I've been around for a while, and back in my day, it was just embellishments. That's a little easier to say. Are you with me? Yeah. I have to think super hard. And again, I use some of the ephemera, see? On the inside of my card. And for my finishing touch, I added 3 dewdrops to my card in a shade of pink. And it is all set to go. So thank you so much for hopping along with us today. There is a lot of inspiration for this brand new subscription box along the hop. I will have everything listed for you below so you can go check it out. And I have seen a sneak peek of May's box, and it is not going to disappoint. So please drop us some comments along the hop. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate if you did. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of your support, and happy crafting.